For the final portion of this lesson, we're going to be looking at some trig functions of some angles that might extend beyond the unit circle. Realize that 9 pi over 4 is greater than 2 pi. So if we were to subtract 2 pi from it, so 9 pi over 4 minus 2 pi, which would be 8 pi over 4, we would get pi over 4. So this value of cosine of 9 pi over 4 is the same thing as the cosine of pi over 4. And when we go back up to look at our unit circle, we can see that the cosine or x value of pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2. Looking at our second value, we can see that we've got the sine of negative 300. We'll assume that's degrees. When we are going backwards, you have to realize that we're going 90, 180, 270. We're going to be 30 degrees past 270 in the negative direction. So if this angle here is 30 degrees, then that means the positive angle is going to be 60 degrees. Another way you can look at that is if you add 360 to this, so negative 300 plus 360 is going to give you a positive 60 degrees. So now we want to find what that would be in radians. 60 degrees, converting that to radians. Notice that 60 over 180 is a third, so we essentially have pi over 3. So we're trying to find the sine of pi over 3 after all. So when we go up to pi over 3, that's going to be this angle here. Our sine is our y value, which is square root of 3 over 2. So my answer for this question would be square root of 3 over 2. So our last example is asking us to find the tangent of 29 pi over 6. So this is essentially going to be how many pi over 6, how many pi over 6s are we going to go to get a complete circle? And we know that 6 pi over 6 is a half a circle, that's pi. A full circle would be 12 pi over 6. So after we take away 12 pi over 6 from 29 pi over 6, we're left with 17 pi over 6. And we can still take another 12 pi over 6 away. And we're left with 5 pi over 6. And we can deal with 5 pi over 6. We look at our unit circle. 5 pi over 6 is right here. It has a sine of 1/2 and a cosine of negative square root of 3 over 2. So if we take 1/2 over negative square root of 3 over 2, since tangent of 5 pi over 6 is the same as cosine of pi over 6 over cosine of 5 pi over 6, which is 1/2 over negative root 3 halves. Our halves essentially cancel out, and we're left with 1 over negative root 3. When we rationalize this, we're going to get negative root 3, I'll put on the top, and on the bottom, we're going to get root 3 times root 3, which is just 3. So my final answer for that would be negative root 3 over 3. Now it's your turn to see if you can find the cosine of 19 pi over 4.